Hey guys, Rascalstar here, and apparently GameMill had released the movesets for Patrick Star yesterday, and I hadn't realized it until I checked out their channel. This could possibly be to YouTube's poor notification system. Anyways, I had reacted to the video and I wanted to give my analysis on it. If you guys had already seen the video, then stay tuned to hear my analysis of it. If not, I would recommend checking it out first so that everything I say would make sense to some of you. Anyways, let's get into this moveset, shall we? Before I start my analysis, I would just like to mention that if you guys like what you see on this channel, I would strongly recommend subscribing and even commenting if you have any suggestions, and also leaving a like. It really helps keep this channel well balanced and on its feet, as well as keeping the community nice and healthy, and it really helps support my channel. First things first, a lot of Patrick's movesets is very similar from the first game, so not too much has changed. The reason I pointed this out was because some of the other veteran All-Star Brawl fighters, such as SpongeBob, comes at a surprising twist when we see very little of his first game movesets retained to the sequel, whereas a lot of Patrick's movesets have returned from the first game. Some of those movesets include his grappling attack, his cone dive, his "No, this is Patrick" attack, his recovery, and his recovery jump, which I will get into a bit later on. Perhaps they made slight adjustments to it or updated them overall. I would also like to mention that since some of the movesets here are already existent from the first game, I won't go into depth or analyze those ones, since I'm sure that a lot of us already are familiar with them and know their button functions. First thing we'll analyze is his light up air table flip. Is shown to be a long range attack that can reach up to opponents standing about 10 feet away. It is unknown how much damage this attack will attain, so it's anyone's guess until the game's release. The next moveset is his down special called Counter Slam, which is, as the name suggests, a counter attack. Once he successfully dodges your counter, he attacks, grapples you, and then tosses you. A neat feature about this move is, as the narrator comments on, is that if an opponent, let's say SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron, uses a projectile attack towards you, you can counter those and make up a nice clean series of speed attacks at your opponents, possibly earning you a good old KO. Next is his recovery jump. Patrick's recovery jump isn't the best, as it's vulnerable and has low altitude, though if you want to barely make it back on the ledge with his recovery jump, you would have to sacrifice the slime bar in order to make it back on land. As shown in the video, Patrick's strong attacks pack a big punch. This could be due to his exceeding strength. I just love how the dumb ones are always the biggest and strongest in their friend groups. It's stereotypical, yet hilarious. Anyways, Patrick's charged up air is called Star Spin. As mentioned, this spin may be to help Patrick reach to safety from his debatable recovery jump. His charge down air is his cone dive, which, as I earlier mentioned, originated from the first game, so I won't be covering much of that. Enough said. His grounded attack, perhaps translating to strong down attack, is him slamming to the ground, butt first. This move is called Steel Buns. The longer you hold down the button, the more powerful this attack becomes, and the higher he jumps. And this is just a bonus point, but a super neat detail that I just discovered is that I spotted at least 3 different outfits that Patrick wore on this showcase. That's a pretty cool upgrade for the already highly anticipated sequel. One thing I also noticed is that in his character bar, his profile picture specifically hasn't updated yet, as what is shown is his promotional image from the first game. This could imply that Patrick's character is still in development. Anyways, that was my analysis for Patrick Star's showcase for the aforementioned highly anticipated Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Perhaps in my next video, which will likely be another NASB2 analysis, I will be presenting to you guys my most highly anticipated characters for this game. Whether they make it as the main cast or as part of the DLCs, either way, this game is looking really good and I'm pretty excited to see what more lies ahead. And anyways, I'm gonna head out now and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hello?
I love you.